We live in a world obsessed with strength, success, and keeping it together. But what if the most powerful transformation in your life begins when everything falls apart? What if the cracks in your soul are not signs of failure, but invitations to become whole? From a young age, we're taught to hold ourselves together, to hide our pain, to keep smiling no matter what. Society rewards stability. It fears vulnerability. It whispers that breakdowns are weakness. But here's the truth that philosophers and mystics have known for centuries. Wholeness doesn't come from holding it all together. It comes from allowing yourself to fall apart. Carl Jung believed that true self-realization only happens when we confront our shadow, the parts of us we've rejected, hidden, or suppressed. He wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." When we break, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, we are being forced to face the parts of ourselves we've avoided. It's painful, yes, but it's also a sacred opportunity. In that collapse, the real self emerges from beneath the persona. The mask falls off, and what's left is the truth. Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "One must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star." He saw struggle not as an obstacle to greatness, but as the path to it. We are forged in suffering, transformed in chaos, reborn through fire. Nietzsche didn't romanticize pain. He saw it as a crucible, a necessary confrontation with the raw, unfinished parts of who we are. Without it, we remain stagnant. With it, we evolve. In mythologies across time, we find the same truth repeated in different forms. The phoenix burns in its own flames, only to rise anew. In ancient alchemy, the base metal must be dissolved before it can become gold. Even in spiritual traditions, the dark night of the soul is a passage into illumination. These patterns repeat for a reason. Collapse is not the end. It is a transition. It's how the false self dies, so the true self can be born. Modern psychology now echoes these ancient truths. Therapists speak of post-traumatic growth, the idea that after deep psychological pain, some individuals emerge more resilient, wise, and fulfilled. It's not just about healing. It's about transforming. But this transformation can only happen when we stop resisting our pain and allow ourselves to sit with it, to learn from it. So if you feel like you're falling apart, good. That may be the very moment life begins to rebuild you, not as who you were, but as who you're meant to become. It's in the heartbreak, the burnout, the existential crisis, that the ego cracks and something deeper wakes up. Breaking down is not a malfunction. It is a message, a metamorphosis, but it takes courage. Because breaking means letting go of control. It means letting go of who you thought you were, to make space for who you truly are. Letting go of expectations, letting go of perfection, letting go of needing to be okay. And in that space, between the end of what was and the beginning of what will be, you'll find something sacred. You'll find yourself. So when your world collapses, don't rush to fix it. Sit in the silence. Listen to what the broken pieces are trying to say. Trust that falling apart is part of the path, and that on the other side of the storm, there is clarity, strength, and purpose you never imagined. You don't become whole by avoiding your pain. You become whole by walking through it. Because sometimes you must break to become whole. Your pain is not meaningless. It's the birthplace of transformation. Let it break you open. And as you walk through the brokenness, remember, this is not a detour. It is the path. Every shattered illusion, every tear shed in silence, every sleepless night, they are part of a sacred unraveling, not to destroy you, but to reveal you. There is wisdom in the wounds, insight in the aching, a quiet voice beneath the chaos that says, "This is your becoming. Do not rush to be whole." Wholeness is not a destination. It is a remembering of all that you are, even in pieces. The beauty of being human is not in our perfection. It's in our capacity to rise again and again with deeper truth and softer hearts. So if today you are breaking, trust that something greater is being born. Let your heart crack wide open. And through that opening, let the light come in.
If this made you pause, if you're drawn to deeper truths and quiet strength, then you're in the right place. Like, subscribe, and keep exploring with us. See you in the next one.